Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover. One that takes us back to Dr. Umar's controversial comments about Eminem. That continues to be a hot topic in interviews. And this time Boosie was asked about his thoughts on Dr. Umar's comments. And we'll get to this in a bit as Boosie's take has got some confused. And we'll also be exploring the reactions so far. Today we also have more from former rapper MGK, who can't seem to shake off the cloud of Killshot since it dropped, as Killshot is always right around the corner whenever MGK goes viral, and social media users were piling on the former rapper over the last couple of hours due to what some believe to be another switch up, similar to when MGK moved from rap to pop punk, and we'll get to this later. So starting with Boosie's take on Dr. Umar, he was asked about the comments that Eminem could not be one of the best rappers of all time because he's non-African, and this snippet is blowing up on X, formerly known as Twitter, of Boosie's take on Dr. Umar from his interview on Cam Capone News.
Umar Johnson recently went viral for saying Eminem can't be a GOAT because he's white. What do you think? Is that something you would agree with or disagree with?
I mean, where I'm from, we don't listen to Eminem, you know. I'm from the trenches. I never heard nobody come in my project playing Eminem. I'm gonna keep it real.
But to give you some more context on what Boosie was on about, his perspective on what constitutes as quote, real hip-hop is kind of twisted. Even Boosie admitted in the interview that it is kind of sad. I mean, check out some quotes from the interview. I never heard Eminem not one time in the speakers in my project. I gotta be honest, none of my friends never said, put Eminem on, play that new Eminem, you know? I only saw it on MTV and you know, on TV. He continued, I was always biased, bro. Like I didn't even look at people like they were good if I felt they wouldn't live in the life. I'm a street dude, you know? I used to always look down on people who, you know, and it is sad to say to this day, but I used to look down on people who I knew wouldn't really live in that life. And personally, one point I agree with Boosie on is that it is sad that he used to look down on quote non-street type rappers.
Ooh, we're failing as a people. Ooh.
And he revealed that DMX is in his top 5 and added, you gotta really be able to get in tune with that artist, you know? I was like, I hear Eminem, I'll be like, okay, I like that song, you know? But I never went and bought a CD. I never, you know, stood out the store to buy Eminem CD. Tupac, I did that, you know. Scarface, I done that. Pimp C, Bun B, I did that. Those were artists, Juvenile, you know, those were artists I was in tune with. I can put on an album and rap 9-10 songs. Now, this is his opinion, and he's just being honest from his perspective. But if you notice something, he never actually answered the question that started it all. Do you agree with Dr. Umar's comments that Eminem could not be one of the greatest rappers because he's white? We actually didn't get an answer from Boosie, and social media has been buzzing since it is Eminem after all, and the reactions have been all over the place. Some believe Boosie gave a great explanation, with takes like, actually, this is a great explanation. He kept it 100. But how is it a great explanation of anything when he didn't even answer the question he was asked? No one asked him if he listens to Eminem. The question was about Dr. Umar's race angle. But then again, Boosie doesn't think Jay-Z is relevant.
Jay-Z's not relevant this day for music. I don't think Jay-Z is relevant this day for me. I don't. Just like when I go to these clubs in Atlanta, you know, these 25 to 35 clubs, I'm not hearing Nas, I'm not hearing Jay-Z. Every club I go in is not one or the other, Vlad. I'm in the city. I'm outside. I be everywhere. It's not one of the other. No, I'm not finna say that I hear Jay-Z in the club and I don't hear Nas. Jay-Z's not getting played and Nas not getting played.
And back to Boosie's take, we got some quote cool story bro moments. Check this out. Agreed. I used to try to bump a little bit of Eminem in the hood, and guys used to get pissed off and say, "Bruh, are you serious? Turn that ish off, play that Gucci or that Soldier. Slim, we don't listen to that white ish, cuz real story." Suffice to say, based on the reason, bro was surrounded by racists. But on the other end, some have expanded. Music is music, man. These arguments to discredit M don't make no freaking sense. Laughing emoji. Quote, "The hood don't listen to M. M don't get played in the clubs. Dude, so what? I'm bumping M no matter where I'm at or who around me. The F." And some put Boosie on blast. Man, don't nobody give a F what Boosie talking about other than ignorant dudes. And some believe it is time to get original. I don't know why there's an obsession with where M's music is played, club or hood, like it is universal. Y'all keep screaming the same old recycled crap, but the numbers don't lie, and his music was never for club or hood life. It is general feelings, it is human experiences and struggles. The fact that Eminem has sold out stadiums as a solo artist in Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, and America is all the proof you need to know that his music is universal. I'd need to see objective data for these claims that people in the quote hood don't know Eminem, and some believe this comes from envy. They would choose to be listened to worldwide than in the hood in a heartbeat if they were given the choice. F you talking about. But hey, at the end of the day, Boosie never actually answered the question. But what are your thoughts? Moving on, some strange things have been happening when it comes to Eminem beefs. Melly Mel opened his Eminem diss with no apologies, but ended up opening a ChatGPT account to write Eminem an apology. Benzino broke down like a baby and became a visionary and activist over the Eminem beef.
Nah, man. Ooh, we're failing as a people. Ooh.
The game became a meme, and MGK has gone through a series of metamorphoses. Just a few days ago, Sean Strickland clashed with him and called him a vampire, and MGK went viral after he showcased his new tattoos on social media, and Killshot continues to follow this man as he was met with takes like, "Eminem effed him up bad." The changes since Killshot have been a sight to behold. More, ever since Eminem dropped Killshot, his life and career took a nosedive, and this blew up on X. Eminem really made this dude change his entire persona, laughing emoji, and it was only a matter of time. Eminem made him switch his genre. Now that wasn't enough, he wanna change his race now to loudly crying emoji. And some have concluded, only way white rappers getting out from under Eminem's shadow is by becoming black. After Killshot, MGK realized he was no longer welcome in hip-hop, and as far as I know, rock fans didn't welcome him either. So it would be interesting to see if the community accepts MGK. But on a serious note, what are your thoughts on this obsession with the hood don't listen to Eminem? Because as far as I know, the quote hoods around the United States don't even listen to the same rappers for the most part, as it all depends on location. But somehow, when it comes to Eminem, suddenly the hood becomes a monolith. Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.